Hello. I'm not sure if Yulia is here. I was going to have a few other people join me outside for a morning practice. I'm not sure when they will arrive. So it's already 10 o'clock, so we will begin without them. Hope you can hear me well. Send a comment if you can or can't. Let me know. We'll just start by sitting down in a comfortable position on the mat. Let me get a little bit away from the camera. And taking a moment to breathe, finding a straight spine, relaxed as if we're sitting against a back wall. Relaxed shoulders, relaxed face. Rising tall through the crown of the head, grounding through the hip joints. And taking a few deep breaths, turning the focus inward. Finding that center. Sort of the center, the eye of the storm, where we're always calm, from where we're always just aware of what's going on. And let's take a deep breath, starting from the belly, lifting that breath up all the way to the top of the lungs, and exhaling completely. Emptying out the lungs, taking a pause at the end. Inhaling deep once again. Exhaling completely, remembering to take a pause at the end of the exhale. And take a few more breaths just like that on your own. Hi Gwen, hi Janet. Привет, Юль. Don't need to see my legs quite just yet. Just take a few breaths. We'll get going with the practice in a moment. Couple more deep breaths. Inhaling, filling up the lungs. The belly and the chest expand, pausing at the top of the inhale and exhaling completely. Emptying out the lungs. One last breath. And slowly blink your eyes open, open them up. I'm gonna move back to my mat. Well, thank you, Yul. Let's go back to the mat. Make sure that you can see me now. It's kind of hard for me to see the screen from here, but I'll do my best to respond. So we'll get on all fours and start with some cat-cows. As we inhale, drop the belly down, lift the crown of the head. As you exhale, contract. And I can see some people approaching me.
Yes!
Hi!
We're looking forward to
You guys,
this.
the camera is here. You can come this way.
Oh my goodness, I know. So
Inhale, lift
here.
the crown of the head and the tailbone once again. Exhale, contract. Couple more of these. Inhaling, lifting the crown of the head, lifting the tailbone.
I'm gonna be in front of you.
Exhaling, contracting. Whatever you like, Svetlana, if you don't want to be on camera. And we're gonna roll our belly, roll our spine. Just draw some big circles. And as you keep rolling them, going one way and the other, I'll check, make sure everyone can see me well. Looks like you guys can. Awesome. So reverse direction. Once you're done one direction, go to the other one. And then we're going to stop the rotation, back to all fours. Connect toes, open knees, inhale. As you exhale, shift back. Drop the crown of the forehead down, extend the arms. Take a deep, deep breath, lengthening. Exhale, settle down deeper. And stay there for a few deep breaths. You can rock side to side, massaging the hip joints. You guys can go in front of me if you like, or behind me. I have a couple wonderful people joining me. I don't know if you can see them. So let's move forward, bringing the knees, the thighs, the hips to the mat, lifting the chest, transitioning from our child's pose right into cobra, opening up the chest, sending the shoulders back, pushing the heart forward. Your lower back is nice and long. Chest is pushing forward. Heart lifting. As you exhale, push back into child's pose for another deep breath. Exhale completely here. Inhale, move forward. Thighs, hips, belly, chest, and chin all the way down to the mat. Exhale here. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Lifting the heart. Once again, holding that cobra for a moment. And we're going to lower down halfway. Take the hands off. Balance here. Lift the legs. Lift the arms back. Reach. Maybe interlace the arms behind the back. And stay here for 5 deep breaths. Lengthening from crown of the head to the toes. 3 more deep breaths. 3. You don't have to interlace palms. You can just keep the arms open. 2. And 1. Exhale, release. Bring the arms in front of you. Exhale. You can make a little forehead pillow, forearm pillow out of the arms, and rest. Take a couple breaths right there, inhaling and exhaling. And then as you're ready to lift back to all fours, tuck the toes, lifting our hips into our first downward dog. So hang out in downward dog. Lift the heels, lift the tailbone. Exhale, lower one heel down, bend the opposite knee. And hang out there for a few breaths. Inhale, lift the tailbone high, lift the heels. Exhale, the other heel down, knee bends. And shift side to side a few times. Just pressing those heels down, one at a time, bending the opposite knee, opposite leg, and then settle down in your downward dog. Make your chest nice and long, make it soft, make it come between the arms towards the thighs. Relax the head, maybe shake it out a few times as if you're saying no, then nod it as if you're saying yes. And deep, deep breaths. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, belly to the thighs, and you can walk or step forward to the top of the mat, lifting up halfway, palms on the shins, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees once again, one at a time. Turn the chest, turn the face side to side, taking deep breaths. And then separate feet hip width apart. Catch your arms, palms to the elbows, and hang. Swaying side to side like a pendulum. Once again, breathing deep. And then just let yourself hang here. Let the arms dangle. Once again, shake out the head, yes and no. Very gently, another deep breath. Let's just let all your weight fall forward, kind of like a waterfall. Soften the knees and slowly, slowly, slowly roll up. Let me make sure everyone can see me well. Bring the hands to heart. I'm just gonna read the comments. Everyone can see me. Yay. So you can't see me too well. I'm gonna step forward, step back a little more. So we'll start with a gentle sun salutation at the top of your mat, palms together. Inhale completely, exhale. Next inhale, reach the arms up. Breathe in, lengthen. Open up the heart, open up the chest. Hold. Keep stretching, keep pressing the palms into the ground, lifting high, lifting up through the heart. Exhale, swan dive forward, arms through the sides, hinging at the hips, folding all the way down. Inhale, palms on the shins, halfway up lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, palms come down, and I'm gonna send the right leg back. Come into low lunge. Looking forward, lengthening, then release that back knee, release the top of the foot. Lift up the arms, lift up the chest. And you can hold your lower back, supporting it here, or you can lift both arms all the way up, whatever feels best. Lengthening, squaring up shoulders and hips. And maybe open up the arms, opening up the shoulders. Shoulders reach back, shoulder blades towards each other, elbows towards the waist. Inhale here, exhale, plant the left hand down, right one reaches over the head. Curving, kind of like a half moon shape. Opening up through the right side, gaze into the palm, breathing. Inhale, exhale to the other side. Right hand on the mat, left one up, curving, looking up. Inhale, back up, take one more breath, lifting up both arms, lengthening through the chest, through the heart. Exhale, reach the palms forward. Take another deep breath here, framing the foot with your hands in the front, gazing forward. Exhale, shift the weight back, flex the foot in the front, lifting the chest, straightening, lengthening through the hamstring, and then exhale, fold over that leg. And you can undulate and move up and down a couple times. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, folding. Once again, inhaling, lengthening, lifting up like a wave, head last, exhaling, folding, belly, chest, and forehead to the leg. Take a couple more breaths right here. Your hips are floating over that back leg. Inhale, shift forward. And we're gonna tuck the toes, lift that back knee, rising up to high lunge, squaring up the hips, squaring up the shoulders. Find your balance. Connect both palms. Inhale. As we exhale, bend that back knee, bring it almost all the way to the ground. Bend those elbows, send the palms behind the head. Inhale, lengthen. Front leg doesn't straighten all the way, just slightly. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, lift up. Exhale, lower. Couple more times. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. And then just straighten that back leg, 90-degree angle in the front knee. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, plant the palms down. Take a deep breath here, looking forward, lengthening from the heel to the crown of the head. Exhale, step back to downward dog. One more deep breath here. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Once again, lengthening from the crown of the head to the heels. Shift the weight forward. And then exhale, lower down, maybe halfway to the level of the elbows or all the way down to the mat. Sliding forward, inhaling into cobra or upward dog. If you're in upward dog, knees are off the mat. Hips are off the mat. Once again, rising high through the chest. And as you exhale, you can bring the knees down or just push back up into downward dog. Exhale. Take a couple of deep breaths here in downward dog. Inhale, right leg rises up high. Lift it, reach it up towards the sky. You can rotate that ankle one way, then the other. And just point the toes and reach and lengthen, squaring up the hips. Bend the top knee. So right heel comes to the left hip. Hips are twisting out to the right. And shoulders are trying to stay aligned. Breathe deep here. One more deep breath, opening through that right hip. Inhale, realign the hips, square them off, extend the leg. Exhale, we're gonna tuck that knee in. Right knee goes towards the belly, towards the chest, towards the chin, and we shift the weight forward. Holding right here. Lower that knee almost all the way down, but don't touch. Inhale, tuck, contract everything. Lift that knee towards the chest and go like this 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, pulsing like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push that knee back, leg back up. Push back into three-legged downward dog. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, send the leg forward. You can always help yourself with the hand. So we're ending up in low lunge with the left leg behind us, squaring off. Knee and top of the foot on the ground, lifting up. Taking the hands to the lower back first. Squaring off the hips and shoulders, lifting up the heart and chest. Maybe extending the arms here. Or you can stay with the hands on the lower back. Take a deep, deep breath. Exhale, right palm down, left arm reaches over the ear, curving, opening up, lengthening. Taking the gaze to that palm at the top. Remember to breathe deep. Inhale, exhale, shift to the other side, left held down, right arm lifts. Curving and opening up on the right side. Another deep, deep breath here. And return back to the center. Bring both palms down. Tuck the toes. And as you exhale, shift the weight back. Flexing the foot in the front. Lengthening that front leg. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, gradually coming down. Belly to the thigh, chest to the knee, head down to the shin. Couple more waves like this. Rising up, inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, cascading down. One more. Rounding up, inhaling, slowly lifting. Exhaling, cascading down, and staying here for a couple more breaths. Shifting the weight forward once again, framing the foot with your hands. Legs straight behind you, tuck the toes, lift that back knee, find your balance, grounding and lifting up into high lunge. Squaring off here. Squaring off shoulders and hips. And then as you exhale, lower that back knee down, open the arms to 90 degrees, bending the elbows, open the chest, inhale, lift. Once again, front leg doesn't straighten all the way, go up and down a few more times. Holding that balance, energizing those legs, opening the chest. Couple more. Last one. And straighten that back leg, lift the arms once again, square up, hold. As we exhale, reach the palms down, framing the foot. Inhale one more time, looking forward. Exhale, step together at the top of the mat, forward fold, feet together. Head reaching down to the shins. Inhale, halfway up, palms on the shins, and lengthen from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Shoulders move back, away from the ears. Exhale, refold. Soften the knees, inhale, lift all the way up. Connect the palms at the top. Reach, gentle back bend. Inhale. And exhale, arms through sides. Roll the shoulders out. Oh, beautiful ladies with me here. We'll keep going. We'll do one more sun salutation. Let me just make sure everyone can see. Looks like you can. Yeah, there's some kind of bird. I don't know what that bird is, but it's here. So we're gonna bring the feet together, toes touch, palms together, interlace fingers, thumbs crossed, index fingers point up. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Neutral spine, hips right under the shoulders. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. As you exhale, lean over to your right side. Curving and lengthening through the left. Gaze either looking up to the palms at the top or straight in front. And take 5 deep breaths here. 4, 3, press into that left foot. 2, lengthening between the left foot and the fingers. And 1, inhale back to center. Realign, neutral spine, neutral hips. Exhale over to the other side, pressing into the right foot. Lengthening through the waist, through the chest. Gaze either slightly up to the hands or straight in front. 4 more deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Realign. Exhale, release the arms down. Roll the shoulders out once again. Close the eyes. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Grounding the feet. Rising high through the crown of the head. Feeling that whole central axis. And we'll slowly blink the eyes open. Make sure you're at the top of the mat. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, sweep the arms up above the head. Inhale. Gentle back bend, hips and chest can come forward. And exhale, fold. Swan dive forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up, palms on the shins. Or if you can reach it, fingertips to the ground. Exhale, left leg shoots back. So this time we don't bring it down. Just keep the knee lifted off the ground. Then turn the back foot slightly out. Feet are in 2 parallel lines. Hip width apart. Slowly rising up into Warrior One. Lifting both arms, holding here. Squaring up hips and shoulders. Hands can be separated or connected. You can even lift the gaze and hold here again, 90-degree angle in that front knee. And take a couple more breaths just holding here. Exhale, hands come to heart. Take an inhale here. Shift all the weight forward to the front leg. See if you can come up and hold balance here. Slowly, slowly tilting the chest forward, lifting the leg back. Maybe extend those arms. Yes, the bird is very loud, but I can't see. Anybody knows what that bird is? We're birds. There's some kind of swamp bird. Hold, 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 hold. Lengthening, lifting through the chest. Squaring up hips, squaring up shoulders. 1 more deep breath as you exhale. Reach that leg back, set it down. Hopefully we can all hold at least some balance. Inhale, square up, lift the arms. Exhale, quarter turn to your left, opening up into Warrior Two here. Knee 90 degrees, shoulders right over the hips. Inhale, straighten both legs, lift the arms. Exhale, return to 90-degree bend in the front leg. Inhale, length. Exhale, return to 90-degree bend. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return and hold. Gaze centered over the middle finger of the front hand, squaring up shoulders and hips. Back leg nice and strong, pressing into the ground. As we inhale, reach forward, turn that palm upward. And as you exhale, reach back, reverse the warrior. Left hand slides down the leg. Again, lengthening and opening through that right side. Breathe. Rotate the chest open. And as you exhale, forearm to the right thigh, left arm over the head, rotating the chest open. You can stay here, you can take that right hand down, outside the right foot, aligning shoulders and knee, or right shoulder and right knee, while rotating the left side open, extending through that left arm, looking up towards it. Deep, deep breath, opening up. Lengthening, exhale, frame that right foot, gazing forward, inhaling. Exhale as you step back into downward dog, planting the palms, step back. Once again, inhale, shift forward into plank. And we'll hold our plank a little longer here. So we're gonna walk our feet, left foot out, right foot out, left foot in, right foot in. And let's just keep walking like this. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. 4 more times. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. 4. Back to plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, you can come down all the way to the ground or to elbow height, whatever is your preference. Inhale, cobra with hips on the ground or knees and hips off the ground. Opening up through the heart, through the chest. 2 ways to come to downward dog. You can even either bring the knees down, tuck the toes, and move back, or you can try coming from elbow height just through a push-up and at the same time lifting the hips. Back to downward dog, heels down to the ground. Take a breath here. Slowly let the left leg rise, reaching it up towards the sky, lengthening. Squaring off the hips, rotate that ankle, going one way, then the other way. And then point the toes, once again lengthen, exhale, drop the left heel to the right hip, turning the hips out to the left and trying to square off the shoulders. Relax the head, stay, breathe. One more deep breath here. Inhale, realign the hips, lift that leg square off. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Once again, 3-legged plank. Knees tucking in towards the chin, towards the nose. And we're going to lower that knee almost to the ground and tuck in, lift. And pulses like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push that leg back into 3-legged downward dog, lifting it high. And as we exhale, send that leg forward between the hands. You might need help with your hand or just set it right between the hands. Turn that back foot slightly out, plant it on the ground, lifting up into warrior one on the other side and just holding, squaring off. Shoulders and hips face forward like headlights of the car. 90-degree angle in the front leg, back foot firmly on the ground. You can connect palms and look up if you like. Or keep gazing forward. One more deep breath here. Exhale, hands to heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift the weight forward into the front leg. Once again, we're going to lift that back leg up. Start tilting the chest slightly forward. Don't drop down right away. Leg lifts. You can extend the arms alongside your body. Breathe. See if we can go for 5 breaths. 5. Keep squaring off. Keep lengthening. 4, 3, 2. Chest slightly lifts like you're doing cobra, baby cobra. And 1. Send that leg back. Returning to warrior one once again. And quarter turn to your right. Opening up to warrior 2. Squaring off, shoulders right over the hips, gaze towards the middle finger of the front hand. Breathe deep. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift both arms above the head. Exhale, return to warrior 2. Once again, straighten the front leg, lift the arms. Exhale, back to warrior 2. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to warrior 2 and hold. Once again, gaze into that middle finger or over it in the front. Squaring up, shoulders over the hips. Stay focused. Keep that breath flowing and turn the front palm forward, reaching forward as much as you can, and then exhaling, reaching back. Right hand slides down the right leg. Rotating the chest up, gazing towards that left hand. Breathing deep for one more deep breath here, opening up. Exhale, left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm over the ear, building an angle. One straight line from the edge of the right foot to the fingertips, rotating the chest open. If you like, if you can reach, left hand fingertips to the ground. Aligning the left shoulder and the left knee, rotating the chest open. Palm turns towards you at the top. Pinky finger down, thumb on top. Couple more deep breaths. One more inhale, complete exhale, turn towards the mat once again, towards the ground, square off. Lifting the chest, lifting the heart, lengthening. Exhale, step together to forward fold. Crown of the head reaching down to the ground, deepening that forward fold, palms to the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, refold. And inhale, soften the knees. Chest flat, lifting up all the way through reverse swan dive. Connect the palms, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, arms come through. Roll those shoulders open, breathe. I think we're getting warm here, right? I am.
Oh, it's so good.
So we're switching mode slightly. We're going to work on our legs a little bit. It will begin very simple and it'll continue very simple, but it might get a little intense. So bring the hands to the heart, feet together still, and we're coming down to chair pose first. So bending the knees, sending those hips back, lifting the heart. Make sure weight is off the toes. You can wiggle the toes. Look down, make sure you can see the toes so knees are not past them. And just stay here first. Extend those arms. Square off the shoulders. And hold here for just 3 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to heart. And we're going to pulse. Just pulse up and down for 16 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So sit as low as you can. 3. I can see the bird now. 2 and 1. It's an anhinga. And again, 8, 7, 6, 5. If it's her screaming. 3, 2, and 1. Send that right leg back. So your left knee is forward. If you send the wrong leg back, doesn't matter. There are only 2 of them. So same way, pulsing here, but in a lunge. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more. Hopefully we're feeling. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turning to a yogic squat, or just a squat, or a grand plie sort of. And 8. So 2 sets of 8 counts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more left. 8, 7, 6, 5. Are we feeling it? 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn to the back of the mat so that the right leg is in front. Square up. Same thing here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job. 5, 3, 2, 1. I'm forgetting to count. 8, 7. Yes, you can interlace palms with the arms. Do whatever you like with your hands. I think it's 4, 3, 2, 1. We have more people joining us. And we're going to step together at the back of the mat into yogic, it's a chair once again. And 8 more counts. 8, 7, 6, 2 sets of 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I'm losing count. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up. Gentle back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a forward fold once again. Just hang out here and rest. Deep breaths. Soften the knees, slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders out. Let's step to the back to the center of the mat and set our feet out. Make them nice and wide. So we're gonna face the long side of the mat. Hi. There's good socially distancing people out here in the park, not just birds. Lift the arms. Roll the chest open, opening up towards the sky. Place the hands to the lower back. Add a slight push of the hips forward, opening up here. Almost back bending. As you exhale, start hinging at the hips, reaching the chest forward. Bring the palms down right underneath the shoulders. Lengthen and look forward, lengthen. As you exhale, walk those palms back under your hips, crown of the head, or palms down to the ground. And stay here. Stay with the crown on the ground for at least 5 more breaths. Three more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, walk those thumbs forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, walk the hands over to one leg, doesn't matter which one. Bend that leg, the other one extends. You can drop that heel down, roll it so that the toes come up. Stay here for a moment. Bring whichever arm is in front of the bent leg so that it's kind of underneath the shin, supporting it. The other one is reaching in the opposite direction, lengthening. And you can actually drop the forehead down if you like. A nice Skandasana, building that. Taking 3 breaths on one side. 3. It doesn't have to be quite so deep, doesn't matter, do whatever you can, whatever feels good. 2. And 1. And slowly walk over to the other side, bending the other leg, extending the other one, lifting those toes, lifting the arms in front, one underneath the shin, the other one just in front of the leg, stretching them out, lengthening, and then forehead down. Deep, deep breaths, inhaling here, exhaling, letting go. 3 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Walking back towards the center, slowly straightening the legs, squaring off the feet, walking those hands forward. Let's walk them as far as we can away from us. So wide-legged downward dog. We'll drop in the chest between the arms, drop in the forehead, lengthening. Somebody said they liked this pose last time. I remember. 3 more deep breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift the gaze. Inhale, exhale, plant the palms underneath the shoulders, lengthen the spine, look forward. As you exhale, catch the hips. One hand on one hip, one on the other. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Gentle back bend. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift back. And turn the feet out, kind of like you're doing ballet. Toes pointing out. As you exhale, bend both knees. Knees are staying aligned with the toes. Where the toes are pointing, that's where the knees are. Inhale here, place one hand on the knee and press the shoulder to the opposite knee. Turning the chest, looking over to the other side, away from where you're pushing the knee. Again, taking a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, turn to center, exhale to the other side. Same thing here. And back to center, straighten both legs, open up those arms, kind of the same width as the legs. And then as you exhale, cross the arms in the front, start bending the knees, bringing the elbows to the knees. And we'll continue moving through this. Inhale, rise up. Open up those arms, breathe in, open the heart, look up to the sky or whatever's above you. Exhale, elbows to the knees. Squatting down, opening the legs wide. Inhale, open up. And exhale, squat back down. Opening those knees one last time. Inhaling, rising up. Exhale, all the way down and hold here. Just pressing those knees out with your elbows, pressing into the feet. Take a couple more deep breaths. Don't take the weight out of the legs, so energize the legs, the thighs. And slowly, slowly rise the same way, opening up the arms at the top. And bring the hands to heart, step the feet together. Coming to the top of our mat once again. So we'll take a balance before we go down on the ground. So let's shift all the weight into the right leg. And see if we can take the left foot off the ground. Maybe lift it high and hold. Hold it right underneath the knee, rotate the ankle. So if you like, you can stay right here. depending on how your balance feels today. Place the right hand on the hip. I'm doing it the opposite way. I'm not sure how it comes out on the screen. So you can either catch the big toe or keep holding that knee. Square off once again. Lift the shoulders, lift the chest. If you feel like it, if the leg is going forward, begin to extend. Maybe extend all the way out, or you can keep it extended halfway. And hold right here. Once again, squaring off the hips, lifting up that leg higher. Taking 4 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same option when we bring it out to the side. You can keep it here. You can keep it bent. Or another option is to actually hold the knee. So whatever works, any option, or you don't even have to do that. You can just play with your own balance, especially if nobody's watching, right? Or if somebody is watching. Who cares? Bring it back to the center. It can be bent or straight. Wherever we are, let go of that leg. Square up the hips and hold. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Shake out the leg. Sway side to side. Whew. Take some relaxing deep breaths. And now we're ready to shift the weight into the other side. So I'm saying left, although I'm doing right. Depends on how you see it. Again, just switch to the other side and bring the other leg up. Rotating the ankle. You can always use the wall or a chair. And I forgot to mention that. And again, so release the leg that you're using to hold the knee. If you can, catch the big toe with middle and index finger like a hook. The other hand is on the opposite knee. Square off the chest, square off the shoulders, breathe. If you like, extend that leg in the front. Squaring off the shoulders and hips once again. And breathing. Just stay focused on that balance. Everybody has awesome balance. Working on it. 3, 2, just 1 more breath, 1 more count, and 1. Same way with bringing it out to the side. You can keep it extended, you can keep it bent. Trying to show all the variations. You can just hold that knee to the side. Any way that works. Couple more breaths. You can use your arm for balance. And bring that leg forward. Once again, square our shoulders and hips. And bring the palms towards the hips once again. Leg extended in the front. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. We're done with standing. The mat is falling. Let's open our feet about mat width apart, a little wider than the hips. Turn the toes out slightly, 45 degrees. Reach the arms up, inhale. We're coming down to yogic squat. A couple options. You can bring the elbows on top the knees here, or if you can drop all the way down, then elbows inside the knees, pressing them into the knees, knees into the elbows. Reciprocal resistance. Lifting up the chest, pressing the palms together, and breathe. 5 more deep breaths. 5, 4, relaxing, letting those hips come down to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Use your hands to support yourself and bring yourself all the way down to seated. Feet together, kind of like an open book. Outer edges touch, inner edges fall out, and stay here for a moment, just fluttering those knees up and down. Deep breaths again. The bird moved to another location somewhere. It's still screaming. So bring the thumbs on the insides of the feet, fingers on the outsides. Outer edges touch again of the feet, inner edges open like a book. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. As you exhale, start reaching the chest forward. Try to keep the knees down. Try to keep the spine flat, extended. It helps to lift the gaze slightly. Keep breathing. and keep adding to that pose, deepening it, micro adjusting. 3 more breaths. Remember that deep breath. 3, 2, to the deepest point, and 1. Inhale, lift back up, spine vertical, lifting up the chest, extending. Exhale, round the back, dive forward to the feet. And staying here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly lift back up, unfold, lift the chest. As you exhale, open both legs out in a straddle. Doesn't have to be wide, just whatever works for you. Yay. Inhale, sit up tall here. Exhale, take the right hand down, right hand side of the ankle. You can keep it on the ground, or you can catch the foot with the big toe with middle and index finger. The opposite arm is over your head, reaching and lengthening, rotating the chest open. Keeping the opposite hip on the ground. 5 deep breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, to the deepest point, and 1. Inhale, back up to center. Inhale here, exhale. Left hand catches the big toe, middle and index finger. Inhale, lift in the opposite arm, or you can keep that palm on the ground too. And over to the other side again for 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, rotating the chest open, pressing the opposite hip down. 2, 1 more deep breath. And 1. Inhale, lift the top arm up, back to the center. Inhale. As you exhale, walk those hands out in front. So here's the one where you decide yourself how deep you want to go. You can rock side to side gently. Settle those hips down. If you can, bring the forearms down. And stay. If you can, come all the way down. Wherever you are, just on the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, relax. Arms can be extended side to side as well. And we breathe for 5 more counts, 5 more rounds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly begin to walk back up. Lift yourself back to seated. Bring both legs together, lengthwise on the mat. Once again. So we're gonna keep those hips squared up, flex the toes, lift them up, lift both arms, inhale. Square off and forward fold, reaching forward as far as we can. Catch them whatever we can. Ankles, edges of the feet, maybe big toes. Or you can catch the opposite wrist and bring your arms around the sides of the feet, lengthening on the inhale, folding forward on the exhale. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. 5. Shoulders move away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1 more deep breath, fold to the deepest point, and 1. Inhale, lift it back up. Palms behind you, fingertips towards you. Squeeze in shoulder blades. 2 options here. Tabletop, which is you bend the knees, feet hip width apart, and lift up so the knees bend 90 degrees and hips lift the chest. Squeeze through the shoulder blades, maybe drop the head back. The other option is same thing with the legs straight, holding the feet together, lifting the hips high, lifting the chest high. Squeezing shoulder blades. Once the shoulder blades are squeezed, you can drop the head back. 4 more deep breaths. 4, 3, lifting higher, 2, and 1. Bring those hips down, bring the knees in, tucking in and balancing on the hips. We're gonna roll, rounding up into a little ball, using momentum. Roll back up, and see if you can hold balance here and keep going like this. Hold balance. Couple more times. Roll back, lift up, balance. Roll back, lift up, balance. And hold that balance on your tailbone. This is enough. You can stay right here. Maybe extend the arms one at a time. Maybe extend the legs, totally optional. Whatever feels best, and hold. Lifting at that chest. Hold for 5 breaths again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go halfway down to a canoe, if you can, or you can always take a break. So shoulder blades are off the ground, engaging our core, engaging our abs. Feet are off the ground a few inches. 4 more breaths. 4, 3, smiling, 2, and 1. We're gonna go down all the way to the mat. Extend. Lengthen. Deep breath. 1 more set though. Bring the knees in. First, rock up and down. Rock into the shoulders and back to balance. All right. Woohoo! Couple more. 2. Yes, 2. Thank you for helping me. And balance right here on the tailbone. Legs parallel to the ground. Extend those arms if you can. Maybe extend the legs. 5 more deep breaths. 5, 4, maybe even lift the arms. Smile. 3, looking at the birds, they're very loud. 2, and 1. Take it halfway down to a canoe if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Extend arms and legs. Reach. Lengthen. A little more core, just a little more, just for fun. So we're gonna bend that left knee, bring it into the chest, extend the right leg, and keep it slightly off the ground. Now I feel I'm on a tilted surface. I need to move forward slightly. So we're gonna just switch legs. Right one in, left one straightens, and balancing it off the ground, and keep going. With breaths. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little break here. Lower the shoulders and the leg down. Keep the left leg bent. We're going to extend the left arm. Bring the right arm behind the head. Right leg is going to float. We're going to sit up. Bring both hands to the head.
Advance.
Yes, sit up. Slide. What you can do it on the ground too. Just lifting up the shoulder.
On the ground.
So yes. Or if you like more advanced, you can sit up. So your choice. Let's do a 10 more of whatever we're doing. 10, 9, or you can sit up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly take it all the way back down to the mat. Take a break. Oh, deep breath. Lengthen. 2 more deep breaths. Same thing on the other side. So bending the right leg. Left leg is floating off the ground. Or actually, if you're doing it on the ground, if you're doing the slightly easier version, you can keep the left leg on the ground. And you're just lifting the left shoulder and left elbow towards that right knee as high as you can. Or again, you can sit up all the way. And you can kind of bend that right knee. And we already started, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Take a deep breath. take another deep breath. Stretch out, lengthen. Exhale, bring the arms alongside the body. Down on the ground. Bring the feet close to the hips. Knees parallel. Slide the shoulders towards each other. Inhale, lift the hips off the ground. For bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Squaring off the hips. Energizing the thighs. Maybe interlace those palms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Five more deep breaths. Lifting the hips even higher on the last breath. And then exhale, release the shoulders, the upper back, lower back, center of the back, knees and hips down to the ground. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Rocking side to side gently. Extend that right leg down, left leg presses into the chest. Tuck the chin slightly, leaving the space between the chest and chin. And extend that left leg high. Doesn't have to be super high, just wherever you can. You can hold the thigh, the ankle, or all the way up to the heel, to the toes, whatever works best. Deep, deep breath and walk yourself up that leg, lifting the forehead towards the shin. Bring those elbows close together. And take 3 more deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that head down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, take that left leg out to the side. Try to keep both hips even and on the ground. Just opening that left leg out. Feel the opening through the hips, through the hip flexors. Leg back towards the center. Switching the grip to the right hand. And you can bend that knee or keep it straight and come into a spinal twist. Head turns to the left. Try to keep the left shoulder down. Couple more deep breaths here. Back to the center, extend that leg once again. And then exhale, lower the leg down, taking a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, right knee towards the chest. Give it a hug, give it a squeeze. Lower the head down. And then extend the leg. Take a deep stretch here. Lengthening. You can again hold the thigh, the shin, the ankle, the heel, the foot. Taking deep, deep breath, breathing into that leg, maybe rocking side to side. And then walk yourself up the leg once again, forehead to the shin, elbows towards each other. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God, there's a plane. That's so rare now. And lower the head down to the ground. Taking the right leg out to the right side. Keeping both hips down, opening up through the hip flexors. Try to keep the left hip down and keep it from rolling up. Breathe. One more breath here. And transition into the spinal twist. Taking that right arm out, turning the hips to the left. Rotating, opening the chest. And back towards the center for one last stretch. Slowly bring that leg down. Take a moment on the ground to just stretch out, to lengthen, to relax, to tune in into your body. So you can stay down, get into a comfortable position. I'm going to sit up. And we'll just do a mini meditation, seated or lying down. Whoever is watching is welcome to join us. So rising high through the crown of the head once again if you're sitting up, grounding into the seat. If you're lying down, just focus on relaxing your facial muscles. Wiping all expressions from the face. Relaxing the body, the shoulders, the chest, the hips, the knees. First, deepen the breath. Just make the inhale and exhale a little longer, a little smoother. And then let the breath flow naturally. Scan your whole body. Find if there's any tightness, any involuntary tension you're holding. Notice it, relax. And make everything that's happening now just a part of one experience, a part of your inner world. Every sound you hear, every image that arises in the mind, every smell, every physical sensation, the sensation of your clothes, of your mat, the ground. Just like every thought and slight emotion, slight feeling, part of the same ocean. Waves rising and falling. We'll stay in silence for a couple minutes. And if you're lying down, slowly deepen the breath once again. Begin to move slowly. Maybe you move your ankles and wrists, fingers and toes. Maybe roll the head slowly, side to side. You can do the same thing if you're sitting up, rolling the head. Rolling those shoulders, blinking the eyes open. If you're on the ground, take a deep stretch. Inhale, extend arms and legs. As you exhale, bring those knees towards the chest and roll over to whatever side you like. Take a moment. I'm gonna just get up and bring up that camera. Thank you very much. Look at all the beauty, beauty out there, socially distanced beauty. Thank you everyone who watched.
Beautiful practice.
Thank you,
so
thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everyone who watched.